Over 13,000 fans, and the three of us are all fired up about guys who weigh 149 pounds. Jared Frayer from Oklahoma, one of 6 seniors in the finals tonight, versus Jared Lawrence from Minnesota, a junior from Standpoint, Idaho.
2-0 your score, and it was Lawrence getting a takedown in the last 2 seconds of the first period to get the lead, and that may be big points in this match. You never want to give up points with just a couple seconds left in a period.
The resume of Jared Lawrence, a junior, 2000 NCAA Freshman of the Year, 2000 All-American, 2001 All-American, Big Ten champion, second at this year's Big Ten championships. And you wonder why Minnesota is on top of the team standing at this point? He up 3-0 over his opponent, Jared Frayer from Oklahoma, a senior.
Minnesota definitely has it going on up there. Their program continuing to grow, but it's always been incremental steps, Adrian. They had some great teams that they thought they were going to have punch through years, and it never happened for them. Let's look at the takedown near the end of the first period, and you see Lawrence able to turn the corner and spin behind. And right there, as he takes him down near the line out of bounds, gets his 2 points.
It's a lot about leverage with that little amount of time left in the first period.
Absolutely, and you're actually forcing it because you know you're running out of time. Back to Minnesota, they had these teams that they always seem to fail in the semifinal rounds, but it was last year, even though they went 0 for 6 in the semis, all 10 placed. This year they have finalists, but you wonder, are the hard lessons going to continue? Will they have a champion? If not, they still are the team champions, but it seems that their program is on a steady rise and doing nothing but getting better.
10 All-Americans for Minnesota at the national championship meet last year. That's an all-time record.
And the same with Oklahoma. Jack Spates came in here, and Oklahoma is back in it. No one, I think, thought that they'd be in second place and nearly within a shot of Minnesota. And the only thing that kept them from being within striking distance are 2 nasty injuries. Waller at 165 for Oklahoma had a default down from an opportunity at 3rd to 6th. And their heavyweight Crump, an All-American last year, devastating knee injury, out, no points.
Very impressed with 5 seconds left in the second period of the stance by Jared Lawrence from Minnesota. By virtue of that fact, he's up 3-0 against Jared Frayer from Oklahoma. Even when Lawrence gets in tight, he really spreads his feet wide.
Yes, he does. Stable platform to operate from. Balance, one of the key ingredients in wrestling. Feel. Many people like to practice, and I remember my high school coach with blindfold. Don't look for your cues. You want to feel them coming and develop that tactile sense. And balance, key ingredient there.
You're listening to Spates, the head coach from Oklahoma, and Jay Robinson, the head coach from Minnesota, commanding their athletes.
With a 3-0 lead here, riding your opponent is certainly a huge advantage. He's carrying 2 body weights, and it can certainly frustrate the opponent in that he can't move as freely as he wants to.
The match at Jared's Squared. Frayer versus Lawrence. Oklahoma versus Minnesota. The top 2 teams here at the 2002 NCAA Championship.
Watch for Frayer. Frayer has a good chance to score here, and he's going to get an escape.
1 point. See him go for the left leg. Looking for the takedown, couldn't get it. Quick reaction by Frayer from Oklahoma.
There's the Minnesota bench. Marty Morgan, a national champion from Minnesota, one of the assistant coaches. Joe Russell, the other. But Jay Robinson, he's the mastermind. He's the head coach. But he delegates well.
Stacy's standby. It looks like a golden gopher with 28 seconds left to go is going to add to their overall team total and the overall team lead. Outstanding performance by Jared Lawrence. I mentioned earlier how wide that stance is. The widest by any wrestler I've seen in the championships here tonight.
And anybody can wrestle, and we mean that both figuratively and realistically in terms of any shaped body has the ability and opportunity to compete in wrestling.
You'll see a lot more of the attempt for takedown when these guys go for their feet, because as we get heavier, obviously the wrestlers are going to get taller. Jared Lawrence with another national championship for Minnesota. The individual 149-pound victory.
Great match.
All-American.